I just stumbled across some very interesting research by a guy called John Cadman, and he's an engineer who formulated a water-based, pulse generator. So he had the theory, and then he actually created it, and it's all based on the Great Pyramid of Giza. This is his creation, so his replica of what he believes the Great Pyramid can do. So let's just watch a couple of clips and get it from him.
So this would be, in the Great Pyramid, this would be the dead end shaft here. This would be this shaft here, and this would be the shaft here. That would go down to the Nile. In the alternate history sort of area, I checked it out. I was just looking at the pictures and the drawings, and I came across Edward Kunkel's pictures, and he had said it was used as some sort of pump. And so I reproduced that same model back in June of 1999. April 3rd, 2000, first try, it ran. Pushed the valve in once and it started running. Immediately what happened, the whole 500-pound block of cement and rock and rebar was pulsing. Bum, 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 bum. And the first thing that came to mind was exactly what Chris Dunn had written, that there was a pulse that was emanating from that room.
I think the evidence is fairly clear that they had developed an energy system that was harmonious. It was not only drawing energy from the Earth, but it was harmonizing the plates and harmonizing the Earth and probably transmitting those frequencies throughout the planet. It's now become knowledge that these standing stones, like at Stonehenge or Karnak, that they actually do emit particular frequencies.
Pushed the valve in once and it started running. Immediately what happened, the whole 500-pound block of cement was pulsing. It had a heartbeat pulse at the time. Whatever it is, whoever designed this, that's what they wanted.
So the water would come up from the Nile and go into the pyramid, and it would go downwards into the lower chamber and create this sound. The sound that he describes is a sound I've heard before, right next to the step pyramid at Saqqara. Here is an extract of the episode that I did on that subject. Our tour guide took us to these strange-looking buildings. Anyway, we went into a little alcove and he told us to listen. And I did try to record it, but the sound didn't come through.
We have shrines here at that side, all the way to the end, and the same side here, but we lost most of these shrines, okay? Under each shrine we have a small design leads to a window from limestone, okay? You cannot see what is behind because the window is closed, but you can hear what is happening inside. Put your head inside the window and just listen. Don't do anything. Don't tone, don't hum, don't do anything. And when they finish, those four, one in each, okay? Different energies, no different vibrations, so you feel it better at night. With lots of domes, and these domes are very high potential locations for sites, ancient sites. So hundreds of things can happen every night, we don't know. So all of you heard that sound? Hear the sound? Okay.
There was a very clear sound of what to me was a machine. And when we came out, we asked, well, what was that weird sound? And he said it was water underground. Some people said it sounded more like a heartbeat, but to me it was very clear. It was the rhythmic noise of a machine. So we can assume from the noise that there is one of these pumps still operating in Saqqara. And what does that mean in terms of the Great Pyramid? Well, it means that there were multiples of these things, and the Great Pyramid needed one of these pumps for its purpose. So you might be thinking, well, surely the purpose was just to pump water. And I'm suggesting that no, there was a lot more to its purpose than just pumping water. This was a highly precise machine built to exact measurements. The part which was the water pumping part, which was the lower chamber, well, that wasn't precise, and people have wondered how come there's one part that was not really precise, and the rest of it is just so amazingly detailed in its precision. That's because, in my opinion, it generated a kind of radiant energy, and it was also able to transmit communication through that energy. As to how that all relates to what's underneath the pyramids, well, that's part of this whole picture as well, but that's another story.